guys, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet and welcome to my channel. Today I am back with another concealer review, and the concealer of choice is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer that looks in this amazing freaking box. Look at it. So today we're gonna do a 2-day review and wear test on this concealer because it is more on the pricier side, and I always try to do reviews especially on high-end products for a couple of days so you guys can see how everything works, especially because I personally have really dark under eyes. They're sunken in and I crease a lot. So I'm always looking for the latest and greatest concealer, although this one kind of breaks the bank a little bit. What do you guys think about high-end concealers? Do you guys buy them or not? Let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos like this all the time. And without further ado, let's get started. Good morning, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Here's how the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Concealer looks. It comes in a super pretty box, and this is the shade I got. I got the shade light medium 14, a little on the warm side. And let's look at how, and this is how it looks. So in these 2 days, I'm going to apply the concealer differently. You know what? Now that I'm talking about it, maybe we'll do these two today and then the sponge tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that and see how it works, you know. Sorry guys, it's really early in the morning and my voice sounds like I have morning voice right now. You know, it's kind of deep. I mean, it's usually deep, but you know. So what I do when I use concealers for the first time, or really every day, is I do my eye makeup, my brows, and I put foundation on. And I don't put any foundation on my under eye area because I have very creasy, dark, and sunken in under eyes, and the less product I have there, the better. As usual, as I apply the concealer and I blend it out, I'm going to give you all the info about this concealer. The Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer is a creamy, lightweight, full coverage concealer with a natural radiant matte finish that brightens the under eyes and hides appearance of blemishes. It is full coverage and natural, normal, dry combination and oily skin. I am in the shade LM14. This concealer retails for $32. It is 0.16 ounces. It is smaller than the average of about 0.3 ounces. It comes in 36 shades and is free of parabens. Alright guys, so this is how the concealer looks blended out. This right here is the brush. This right here is the blendable. Right now what I'm seeing is that with the brush, it's nice and seamless. It blended out beautifully. With the blendable, it blended out so much faster, but I am seeing dry patches. And I saw those dry patches with the foundation when I reviewed it, but it's giving me like that dryness kind of like right here where the dip is. So it's the $32 concealer plus tax and all that good stuff, more like closer to the $40 range, and shipping, you know. It did blend out very nice. It feels lightweight. Like when you place it on, it does not feel thick. It doesn't feel like that full coverage thick concealer that I was like expecting, you know. It is creasing, but when you blend it out, it blends out nicely. Right now what I'm going to do is powder. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty setting powder. Again, I'm going to on one side powder with a brush, the other side with the blendable, and see how it works out. So let me turn the lights off. I didn't mean to turn the lights off. I meant to turn them down. Okay, so this is, let me blend it out. This is the brush. I really like the brush. I'm really feeling the brush. And the blendable, I feel like with the blendable it creases less though. So it's giving me like that dry patch, like right here, you see? But it blends out faster and it's not giving me the creases as much, you know? Alright guys, so after powdering, we are looking like this. I feel like I like how the brush applied the powder better than the blendable. I just felt like with the blendable, I had to look down in order to powder. With the brush, I did the whole switcheroo really quick, but that's fine. I mean, I only have one blendable. If I had two, it probably would have been different. Oh wait, I do have two, the little one. Alright guys, I am back, full face and everything, and this is how the concealer looks. You know what, let me turn the lights off. On. Not off. Okay, so this is the brush. this is the Blendiful. What are you guys thinking? Don't mind, my eyes are always red. I have really, really bad allergy. I feel like the brush is more full coverage and I see less creasing because it's probably the way I set it with the brush on the right side. The left side, I do see like that one dry spot that's right here. I feel like it's not as a full coverage. It's more of a lighter, maybe light to medium coverage. When I'm looking straight ahead, whew, this one's hard. I think I like the brush. Ultimately, I think I like the brush side right now, but we'll see how it wears because today I'm gonna do probably a half-day wear test because when it comes to concealers, unlike foundation, there isn't really any pores on in the under eye area. So once it's set, that's most likely how it's gonna look throughout the day. Unless something drastic happens or your face just gets wet or something. Yes, some creasing will happen, but you can really, really see how the concealer is right when you set it. And of course, I'm gonna go outside and show you guys when I go to my car how the concealer really looks in daylight because that's when you can really tell. I don't feel like it's as full coverage as it's being marketed to be, but it did blend out beautifully. I usually let my concealers kind of sit on the face to dry up a little and create that more of a fuller coverage, which is what I did. Even after doing that, the concealer blended out beautifully on both sides. So let me know so far which one is your favorite side. Can you see a difference or not? You know, let me know. It is 6:46 in the morning. And of course, this is a 2-day wear test for us to see, you know. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Good morning, guys. So it is, I think, like 7:30. So I've had the concealer on for, I don't know, maybe an hour. And in the sunlight, I'm actually liking the Blendiful side. I feel like it's bunching up less. Like it's creasing and doing this weird thing right here. And then the Blendiful side, it's not. It is looking a lot lighter. Not lighter coverage, but more of a natural coverage as opposed to this one. It's looking really full. And I feel like it can easily cake up, especially because I have very, very creasy under eyes. For concealer to be over $30, I think it has to work some magic up in here. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling like it's okay right now. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out throughout the day. This is only hour 1 and I'll see you later. And this is how the concealer looks. This is the Blendiful side and this is the brush side. So far so good. I'm not creasing a lot. I mean, I'm always gonna crease because my under eyes are just very, very creasy. So I'm a little torn, guys, because both eyes, I love both ways. I love that the brush gave me the full coverage that your girl needs, but I love that the Blendiful just sheared it out just enough. So, you know, I'm a little confused, but it feels comfortable. I feel like this shade's a little bit too yellow for my liking because I like to use more of a pinker undertone concealer or more of a neutral undertone concealer for my dark circles to really hide them well. But that's user error. That has nothing to do with the concealer. As you can see right now, you can see sort of the dark areas in my under eyes, I mean, but I feel like in person it looks so much more flawless and you can't really see in it any imperfections. I feel like the phone is distorting it a little bit, but I'm really liking the coverage so far. It's been 8 hours. I don't see a lot of creasing, but then again, once you set your concealer in the morning and you set it well, it's most likely going to remain the same throughout the day because as you can see how oily my face is, this is oils, guys. My under eyes are still intact and like how they started off with. This will be my only check-in for today, day 1, just to show you guys how the concealer is looking, especially in daylight, because I love to show you guys how it looks in daylight, especially for a very expensive concealer. I can't wait for tomorrow to show you guys how it blends out with the sponge and how everything looks, you know, especially in the daylight. We need the daylight to tell us the truth. But yeah, guys, so far, what do you guys think? Which side do you guys prefer better? Do you see a difference? Let me know. And I think that's it. I will see you guys mañana. Bye. Good morning, guys. I am back. Day number 2 of using the Pat McGrath concealer. So we're going to start Something I forgot to mention yesterday is that I usually color correct, but I feel like using a very expensive concealer, we're just gonna use this one thing. We don't need to be using anything else because it's expensive, you know? So I'm gonna apply it with my sponge today, and then I'll talk through the setting process because I didn't explain that yesterday. It's really nice that just one dip of the concealer could cover your entire face. Granted, I do have a small face, so. All right, guys, so let's look. Wow, I really like the sponge. And you know what? Let me turn down the lights really quick. The reason why I turn down the lights is because when you have less lighting, you can actually see real texture and creases and stuff like that. When I have the full lights on, it looks more of like an airbrush look, you know? So that's why I turn down the lights. So we're gonna look at our, like I said yesterday, it does crease, but once you blend it out, like the creases, they look really good. And today I'm going to use the RCMA setting powder, which is, I put some on the cap. And also I forgot to mention that the Pat McGrath concealer kind of came with the whole set with a concealer setting brush and a concealer like setting powder. But girl, this thing's $30. I wasn't going to pay $100 for a kit. You know, that's crazy. Anytime I set my under eyes, I look all the way up and get rid of the creases because they are extremely, extremely creasy. That's just how they work. Without looking down, I'm gonna get some of the setting powder. Hold on, I did look down. And then I'm just gonna set it without looking back down, because if you look back down, you are going to get a crease. You're gonna set that crease in. And once your concealer is set, you can't really fix it because unless you take it off and reapply it. And I mean, I've done that plenty of times. It's just how it rolls, you know? And I feel like with foundation, there's a little more wiggle room because you have a lot more pores and you have oils and you can kind of like maneuver and manipulate it a little bit. Do is just tap and look up. This way it just secures all the lines are gonna be set. This girl, she got a lot of lines. And then just with the sponge, I just go over it without adding any more product. Just at the same time I'm removing it because I do have dry under eyes, so I can't be looking all crepey. Still with the lights turned down, this is how we're looking. I don't see creases right now. I'm always gonna have a big crease like right here and right here. It's like the ones that go like that. That's just how it is. That's how my eyes are. If all the other little creases are good, we're good, you know? Hey guys, I am back. Full face and everything. So it is 6:59 in the morning. So this is how the concealer looks with everything on. I wanted to mention something really quick. I can also probably use light medium 12 because it's more of a neutral undertone. It would be a little, yes, less warm and yellow. But let's show you the under eyes. And honestly, I think that I like the sponge more right now. Although yesterday in the morning time, I felt one way and throughout the day, I felt a complete other way. So right now, I just love how the sponge looks. And let me turn down the lights. I think this one I like the most. I mean, right now at 6:59 in the morning, it just looks so much more seamless. It feels comfortable, and I will see you guys outside, show you guys with my phone and everything, and I will see you guys later. Bye! This is how the concealer looks in daylight, and I'm actually really, really liking it today. I think maybe the beauty sponge is my favorite. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick update in sunlight. And I'm driving, so I gotta go. It is almost 1:30 right now, so this is how the concealer looks. It has a few creases here and there, and my skin is not as oily as it was yesterday. Yesterday was a literal grease ball. I was like, oh my god. But anywho's, I think it looks pretty good. I may have probably put a little bit too much today. I feel like it's kind of like caking up, but I think that's more of a user error. I feel like this concealer works really well if you use it with a light hand, because a little does go a long way, which is nice because you won't have to use too much, you know, to cover your under eyes. But so far so good. I'm liking the sponge application. I think right now it's between, I don't know which one's my favorite, to tell you the truth. What do you guys think? Which one's your favorite so far? The Blendiful, the brush, or the sponge? Let me know. But so far so good. We're here. It's been about almost 6 hours. So I will see you guys later tonight to wrap it up. So first things first, look what I found at the store yesterday. Lay's Kettle Cooked Flaming Hot. What the? Oh my god. I found them at the Latino market. So if you have one near you, check it out. Maybe you'll be lucky. You guys don't even understand. I've tried every single hot Cheeto version imaginable. I'm obsessed. We're here for the concealer. So it is 6:14 in the afternoon. I've technically had the concealer on for about 12 hours, and I already started the video with the lights turned down low. So let's look and check it out. I am creasing right here. Do I think it's worth buying again? I probably wouldn't buy it again. Do I think it's a good concealer? Yes, I think it's a very good concealer. It didn't really crease. It is full coverage. It did everything it was marketed to do. But the question is, which one do you guys like the most? Using the brush, the Blendiful, or the sponge? For me, I honestly loved all three. Like, absolutely loved all three. But if I had to choose, I would have to choose top two. Is probably the Blendiful and the sponge, because I love how the Blendiful just gave it that seamless look. Although it kind of created the dry patch here, I think it was more the concealer than the Blendiful, because I've used the Blendiful before and that didn't happen. The sponge gave it the seamless look, you know. Of course, the brush is going to give you full coverage, which, you know, your girl needs also. But I would have to choose those two. But let me know which one is you guys' favorite. And overall, would I buy this concealer again? Probably not. Do I think it's worth the money? I do think so. I think Pat McGrath is such a great artist. She puts so much love and effort in her products, and you could just really tell just by how the products usually perform. I mean, I've never really tried the eyeshadows, but I've tried the foundation, which wasn't really my favorite, but I've tried the lipsticks also, and they're beautiful. I think the brand is a great, strong brand, but for the average person like you and I, a $32 concealer is very expensive, especially if you use it every day and then have to repurchase it. That gets a little costly, you know? Also, it is a pretty small concealer. It's it's 0.16 ounces. Look at this, is how the size looks. It is on the smaller size, but overall I did like it. I give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and most importantly found this video helpful. If you are looking to buy a new concealer or try this concealer out, and you have similar under eyes like me that are dark, sunken in, and sometimes dry, you know. Guys, thank you guys so much. Please let me know any other videos you guys would love to see from me, any other reviews, or any sort of video suggestions. Let me know. I'm always open to you guys' comments and questions and concerns and suggestions and everything else. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!